What's your favorite scary movie?
Wake up. It's time to wake up. Wake up. It's time to wake up. Wake up.
Bad
It's time to wake up.
Lauren.
Wake up.
Bad
It's time to wake up.
with Lauren.
Wake up.
Bad
It's time to wake up.
with Lauren.
Wake up. It's time to wake up. Wake up.
Hello, and welcome to the Bad Buzz podcast. How's everyone doing today? It is a very strange summer day today. I wasn't gonna make this podcast specifically, but I just got the vibes of the rainy day we've had in New Jersey today. I feel like we've gotten plenty of rainy days this summer, and I've never really been a summer girl. I've always been a fall spooky season girl. So usually I wouldn't really mind it because I always just preferred staying in very cozy in bed, watching a horror movie throughout the summer. But this year, I don't know what has really come into me that I've actually been loving the summertime. I've tried to be outside as much as I can, but I feel like a lot of the weekends it's been pretty rainy. I'm still trying to do the best that I can to be outside and be tanning and be at the park and getting my steps in. But for a rainy day like this, I feel like it's definitely a staying in, cozying up in bed summer day, and that brings me back into my cozy, spooky summer vibes. Back in the day, my mom and I used to decorate for Halloween on the 5th of July. As soon as the 4th of July was done, August 1st would be the latest we would decorate for Halloween. And I feel like I haven't really enjoyed that part of summer that was such a big part for me because my mom is no longer around. And it was something that we used to do together, and that all of my friends knew it was going to happen really soon, and they would always be super excited to come over and cuddle up on my couch amongst all the Halloween decorations in July. And then this cozy weather today just reminded me of all that, and because of that I figured I would do a little Summerween episode. I've got my spooky pajamas and my spooky Halloween mug, and I have my Halloween Hello Kitties around. This one is actually my Phoebe Bridgers. This one is my Phoebe Bridgers Hello Kitty. If you're listening on Spotify, it is my Build-A-Bear Hello Kitty with a skeleton outfit. But I have my raspberry tea that looks like blood. You can't see because I really don't want to spill it. But I have my raspberry tea, getting in the mood. It smells like one of the fall Bath and Body Works candles. I think it was Vampire Blood back in the day. I don't know if they still make that scent, but that's what I would have burning in my room. Because as much of a spooky fall girl I am, I don't like cinnamon, and it's just something about, I've never liked cinnamon. My mom was obsessed with cinnamon when I was little. She would get cinnamon gum and chew it really close to my face to make me really mad. But I never was a fan of cinnamon, and I know it's a really popular scent for the fall time. So I always tried to go around to the scents that didn't have cinnamon, didn't smell like strong cinnamon, so I could burn in the house. It's really hot still. But yeah, this year I haven't really been focused on the future and what's to come for the fall, and just really expecting, Halloween to come, and the pumpkin picking and the apple cider donuts and the slushies and all those things. even though I love all of them, it's always been what I think about throughout the summer. And this year, I'm really trying to enjoy my summer to the fullest. And it might be one of my least favorite seasons, or used to be. And now I feel like it isn't anymore. I feel like really excited to be outside and enjoying the fresh air and just going on walks. And my boyfriend is a very not outdoorsy in a sense where he wants to go camping, but outdoorsy in a sense where he likes being outside of the park and going on walks and sitting by the water and just hanging out and getting fresh air. And it's not something that I used to do a lot. I used to go to Central Park and lay there for a little bit and like read my books and stuff, but wouldn't be my first choice of things that I would like to be doing with my weekend. But now July is coming to an end and August is about to start, and I feel like I can allow myself to be a little bit more excited for the fall season and the things that are coming. I have, Harry Styles is going to be in town for all those crazy weeks of shows, not weeks, months of shows. I have tickets for 4 of them, including Harryween, which I'm so excited about. I was at his last New York City Harryween and it was so awesome, and it's going to be my boyfriend's first time seeing him, which is crazy. I don't know if he's ready for that yet. We've been together for a little bit and I don't know if he's ready to see that side of me. It's different, definitely a different side of my personality that comes out when hairstyles is involved. But that's what I have coming up for the fall. Trying not to overplan in advance so I can really focus on enjoying my summer. But now I feel like it's time to start planning what I want to do, what I want to wear, and who I'm going to be for Harryween weekend. Harryween weekend. With all that being said, I just kind of wanted to share my favorite Summerween movies that have always been kind of on my cycle of movies that I would cozy up on my couch with my mom and watch amongst all the Halloween decorations in the house, in case you want to have yourself a Summerween cozy night and prepare for the best time of year that's coming very, very soon. My first movie recommendation for Summerween this year is actually a movie that came out last year and I hadn't watched it yet, and I watched it this spring. I think it was me who wanted to watch it, but Ada and I watched it together and we were surprised by how fun this movie actually was. We didn't have high expectations, but I went to work the next day and immediately told my nanny kid, I was like, you have to watch this movie, it's right up your alley. And it's the movie called Hell of a Summer. I think it's on Netflix, but the movie was written and directed by Finn Wolfhard of Stranger Things and Billy Dirk. And it's really funny. It follows a guy named Jason, which to me kind of feels like an ode to Friday the 13th, because Jason is a camp counselor and the movie is set at a summer camp. Jason is an older guy who doesn't want to let go of his camp counseling days, and all the new counselors are younger kids with all different personalities. There's a girl who's an influencer, and there's like a jock, and there's an emo girl, and they're all really young. And then there's Jason, who's this older guy struggling to connect with all these young kids. The plot of the movie is very simple, something that we've seen before a million times, but it is just a masked killer going around the summer camp, starting to kill all the camp counselors before the summer season started. And as they start getting killed, the counselors start going crazy trying to figure out who's the killer. And the movie is just so funny. I gave it 4 stars on Letterboxd, and so did all of my 30-year-old friends that watched it. I thought it was so awesome, just lighthearted, fun, really funny. We were laughing the whole time. and it was awesome. That was written and directed by two teenagers. It was written when they were still teenagers, and it came out last year, and I think that's really, really cool. And they also act in the movie. Finn and Billy are actually two of the camp counselors. Next, I have Fear Street 1978. I love the Fear Street movies. I love all three of them. The third is underrated in my opinion. I know people don't like that one. I know it's not a fan favorite, but I'm biased because I love the Crucible and the Salem Witch Trials. Not to give spoilers, but 1978 in specific is a very summery horror movie. It is the second movie in the trilogy. It is also set in a summer camp. It's a little gorier than the first one. A lot of the kills in the first one happen off screen. The first one is a very like kid-friendly movie. This one is a little bit more gory. It is based in books. I have not read them yet. If anyone has read them, please let me know if I should, if it's worth it. But the plot is based around a curse that follows people in this town and has followed them for decades. There's a group of teenagers trying to figure out how to break the curse, and one of the people that they go for help is telling the tale of what happened to her in the summer of 78. The next movie is also a family-friendly movie for the younger people and the teens out there. I feel like the younger generation, especially from what I've seen around my nanny kids' friends, they don't really reach out to watch this movie. And it is Scooby-Doo, the live action from 2002. I really wish or hope that the new generation will have a moment with this movie, because I think this movie is so awesome. I know there's a new live action coming out, and maybe when that comes out, it will bring the new generation to seek out for this one and check it out. But the casting is probably the most perfect casting in a movie that I've ever seen in my life. It's so incredible. Daphne, when I was little, I wanted to be her so bad. I actually had her Barbie doll, always in the box, never opened, sitting on a shelf in my apartment, in my room. I think that movie's so well shot. It's so well written. It really holds up watching it today, even though it came out in 2002. It's over 20 years old. My favorite actor of all time and my biggest crush, Matthew Lillard, is in it. So can't really go wrong with that. Next, I have an older movie that I feel like is kind of a classic, but people don't talk about it a lot. It's called Sleepaway Camp. And camp it is. It's very extremely campy. I feel like a lot of people would have issues with the twist and the plot of this, but it's extremely campy. It's a movie from the 80s, and I think it's fun, campy. And that's all I can say. I'm not gonna give any spoilers. You gotta go watch. If you like horror movies and you haven't seen this one yet, just go watch it, see it for yourself. Another classic that I love to watch in the summer, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Came out in 74. Group of kids, car problems, middle of nowhere. I think it's set in Texas. But you can really feel, especially for someone like me who has been in the middle of Texas in the middle of the summer with a broken down car, road tripping with friends before, you can really feel the creepy summer sticky vibes of middle of nowhere. And Leatherface is just like an incredible iconic killer, and his ballerina dance sequence is awesome. Another classic, underrated in my opinion, car problem horror movie trope vibes, summer vibes, is House of Wax. Friends get stranded in the middle of nowhere, and there's a wax museum, and what could go wrong? You know, Paris Hilton is there, and she died. It's really funny how so many people got scarred and traumatized from this movie simply for going to the movies in the early 2000s to watch Paris Hilton die. Everyone hated Paris Hilton back then. It was in her prime era, and she came out in a horror movie, and the slogan was "Come watch Paris die." And she did the thing. She looks insanely hot. Her acting is great. The cast in this movie is awesome. We have the Gilmore Girls boys, the Gilmore boys, if you will, casted. Hot wax, finger cutting, mouth gluing, all the things that when you're young and a teen would terrify and traumatize you. And I think this movie is extremely underrated. And if you haven't seen it, you should go see it. It's honestly my summer comfort movie. I like having it on for an afternoon nap or to go to bed at night when I'm sleeping alone. Maybe I'll do that tonight. And talking about sticky, gross summer heat, another summer movie that I would like to recommend is X. I feel like everyone's seen X, but if you haven't seen it, go check it out. Farmland in the middle of nowhere. It's a part of the trilogy with Pearl and Maxine. X is the first one of those, and they're in a farm. They're in the middle of nowhere. Mia Goth in overalls and nothing else. Swamp, alligator. It's a great movie. It's fun, and Jenna Ortega, her scream is just incredible. Another underrated, sticky, gross, middle of nowhere town, swampy vibes is House of Thousand Corpses. Rob Zombie movie. I absolutely love that movie. Weird, creepy family in the middle of nowhere. It's just so good. Not gonna give away the plot. You just go see it for yourself. It's so campy and so fun. We also have the classics that I really don't have to get into. We have Jaws. I remember being little and my mom making me watch it and telling me how when she watched it in the movie theaters, no one in Brazil will go into the beach. Everyone was scared of the ocean, even in Brazil. Where I'm from, no sharks. Sharks are not a thing where I'm from. No one will go on the beach. But Jaws, incredible. Summer movie, I actually got to see it in theaters last year for the anniversary thing, and it was really cool. We have I Know What You Did Last Summer, the first original one. Such a good movie. We have Friday the 13th. I remember going to watch that movie for the first time after seeing Scream, because when Ghostface calls, it's one of the trick questions that he gives out, and I was like, what do you mean Jason is not the killer? Like, when you hear about the movie, you think Jason is the killer. What do you mean he's not? So then I went to watch Friday the 13th. Obsessed. I love that franchise, and it's just a classic summer watch. We have Final Destination 3. It is the amusement park one and also the tanning bed one. Traumatized so many teenagers at the time it came out. Still holds up. Great summer watch. We have It, the old, the new, the sequel, any of them. It, really great to watch in the summer. And we have Cabin in the Woods, also really fun. What can go wrong with a bunch of teenagers in a cabin in the middle of nowhere? Nothing could go wrong. I remember watching this movie in the summer for the first time with my guy best friends growing up. It was me and like 6 boys in my childhood bedroom. My mom orders pizza, and we watched Cabin in the Woods together, and I loved it and all of them hated it. And for a rainy summer day vibes, It Follows gives me that atmosphere. It's set in Michigan, and it's just like rainy, and there's a beach scene, and it's just a good rainy summer day watch for me. And last but not least, a movie that I don't see many people talking about. I don't know if everyone hated it when it came out. I don't know how the public felt about it. I loved it when I watched it, and it is Infinity Pool. Culty, Mia Goth looks so gorgeous in it. She's incredible, and I thought it was really fun. I thought it was a great movie. The acting was great. I love movies about cults and rich people getting what they deserve. I really gotta make time this summer to watch some of these that I haven't seen in a while. Haven't really had the time to actually just sit in bed and watch movies at all for the past couple of months. All the movies that I've watched was by going to the movies because I'm an AMC Stubs member. Everyone clap for me. I miss it. I miss being cuddled up in bed with the AC on, watching a spooky movie and eating candy and drinking my tea and just getting ready for my favorite season. I honestly can't wait for October. I feel like I thrive in October and I'm so excited about it, but I am trying to change my mindset and thrive now in the summer too and make the most of it and the best of it. I'm really trying to dig deep into my inner self and heal the little pieces of my inner child that haven't been healed yet. I've been doing a lot of journaling and a lot of coming to find peace towards some things that caused me pain, and this really has been a really good summer of self-discovery. And I think that's why I've been able to really enjoy this time of year this year. And in days like this where I just think about Summerween and decorating and doing all this fun, exciting things that I used to look forward to every year with my mom, just really makes me miss her and wish she was still here. But also I think I'm doing a really great job with the grieving that side of my life and that part of my life that I'll never be able to get back. And I'm really looking forward to creating new traditions with the people who are around, who love me and support me and who I love so much. And I don't know, everything just feels really exciting at this point in my life. I'm really looking up and looking forward, girls and guys and gays, whoever's listening. But let me know in the comments, or if you're one of my friends, please text me your Summerween recommendations if you have any, or Summerween book recommendations if you have any. Just weird girl reads in general. I've been reading a lot of classics and I feel like I'm slowly moving towards a reading slump, and I don't want that to happen. I really want to reverse it. I want to stop the slump before the slump gets me. I'm currently almost done with the Odyssey because I'm seeing it on Saturday in 70mm IMAX at Lincoln Square. I've been dying to have a chance to brag about it, as if I haven't been bragging about it to everyone around me. I bragged about it to my roommate, her boyfriend, my nanny kid, my nanny family in general, told all of them. They don't even know what that means. But I've been dying to just say it. I'm telling it because I won the awards of the 70mm IMAX The Odyssey screening at Lincoln Square this summer. You're welcome, Aiden. I did it for you, for me, and for us. We are going to see it at 2 a.m. though, this Saturday. So I have 3 more days to finish the Odyssey. When you're listening to this, I have probably a day and a half to finish the Odyssey, which is really stressing me out, but I think I can do it. But once I'm done with the Odyssey, I need to read a palate cleanser. And a palate cleanser to me is not the off-campus books. It's not like a fun, silly little romance. If I read those will also get me in a reading slump. I need to read something weird. Some Odessa Moshfag, something about cannibalism, something about a girl being crazy. That's my palate cleanser situation. So if you have any recommendations, please hit me up and let me know. I wish I could reread The Guest for the first time again, because that's such a fun weird girl summer book, but I can't do that. I am reading Sunburn, but I don't know. I have that on the side, but I don't know how weird girl lit that one is. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope it gets you excited for the fall, but I also hope you've been enjoying your summer and living it to the fullest, like me. This is all for today, and I'll see you on my next episode. Bye.